So a guy, I guess, who's been following me or whatever, out here at least for a year, told me, it's like a half compliment. You're still cute, but you were skinnier last summer. I wasn't skinnier last summer. You men need to realize that you see me in one video. It depends on what kind of clothes I'm wearing. It depends on the angle of the video. It depends on whether I have my period. I might look bloated, Last time I did my fast, I did exactly the same as I always do. I only lost 2 pounds, which isn't really, like I said, you gain it right back, but that's not the point. I already explained that to you guys. It's just me being able to have control, okay, over my body and, nip it in the butt a little bit so I don't eat. Like, the last couple of days I've been eating. I also have my period. But I was wondering why I only lost 2 instead of the 3 or 4 that I've lost in the past. Well, I was expecting my period. This was last week I did this, okay? You can look bloated from too much salt the night before, whatever. I know what I weighed last summer, and I know what I weigh now, and it's the same. Okay? It's the same. It's interesting this guy would say that, though. You look skinnier. You're still cute, but you were skinnier last summer. No, I wasn't. Last summer in that fucking shelter, though, I was in the shelter for 6.5 months total, but I lost the weight in the beginning. I lost it fast. I was tracking it out here on videos. I lost it fairly quickly. I got in the shelter in April 26, and yeah, I was losing weight fast. I was walking constantly. I wanted fucking up my back. But he's wrong. This guy's wrong. I was not skinny. I was the same. I'm wearing the same damn shorts I bought at Walmart that I was so excited to buy because they were denim and small, tiny, size 12. And they fit me, and I looked really sexy in them, and I hadn't been skinny in 10 years. That. So, yeah, I'm in that fucking shelter, but I'm looking really good and getting compliments sometimes, from the men in there, whatever. It was nice just to be away from Donald and his mom. They daily fucking walk on eggshells and psychological abuse, and you never knew it was going to set them off, and to be skinny again on top of it. It was nice. It was nice. But I wasn't skinnier. No, it's the same. This past winter at my mom's, I created some videos where I was heavier. At one point I was up to 170, but it's winter. I can't exercise. I mean, it was snow and cold, and, can't power walk and that like that. It's not as enjoyable anyway. But even then, I struggled, and I kept my weight at least under 170, which was a miracle in and of itself, And now my weight stays under 165, same as it was last summer when I was in the shelter. I know what I weighed. I know what I looked like naked in the mirror. I know what the shorts fit me. These shorts, if anything, when you wash stuff, they don't loosen up, they tighten up. These shorts are loose on me. I was not skinnier last summer. And a lot of last summer I was heavier, because it was the beginnings. I've tracked it. I have videos where I say I just went to the doctors and I'm 174 and I'm this and I'm that, because I started off 198. Started off 198 and went down to 164. And that's what I weighed yesterday. Last week I weighed 159 after I fasted overnight. Went from 163 to 159, But I've been eating do that sometimes. As long as I keep it, you know. But anyway, I don't know. I would like to be able to do this massage thing. You know, before I leave and go retreat to my musician ex, who, when I knew him, wasn't a health. He's a health nut now. He's the real deal. He's the only guy. First of all, I think about it. He's my friend. He's been there for me for 15 years. That says something, huh? He's the only guy on this planet who I trust. 100% trust him. He is just pure. He's got morals galore. He's pure, but he's not a religious fanatic. You know what I mean? He was. He asked me to marry him. I couldn't stay. He was a Jehovah's Witness. He's like me in that he's progressed and that he just doesn't accept easy answers. So back when he was that, it's funny because I say to him now, I'm like, you would not have listened to anything that I said in regards to there being more to reality or more to existence or whatever. You were in that rigid. He's like, I know. And now look at you, you've changed. And now you've surpassed me in exploring and believing in the far out or the possibilities of anything. Kind of interesting, huh? But he's cool. He's just a good guy. Good guy. He wouldn't have tried anything with. He invited me there after Donald nearly killed me and didn't care, you know. I could only stay 3 weeks. I didn't have a penny then. Okay? He's not going to support me forever. He could let me come for a visit. He paid for the flight. He paid for everything. I didn't have a penny. Now it's a different story. Now I have like 12 in the bank, and I get 1,000 something every month. And, you know, it's a different story. He'd let me stay as long as I wanted. Doesn't mean I'm gonna. You know, I really need to move out of here. I would like, this is going to be a test, me going to my musician next. I'm going to see how my mom is with Omar. I really should just move out of here with the, you know, no Omar, no anything, just get a room. Rooms aren't safe. I would at least have the money, unlike a lot of people who get, you know, I could put in, ask them, you know, is it okay because I'm a woman here living alone, can I put a, you know, a double, I'm sure they let you, you know, put a good lock, double bolt, no things to protect you, whatnot. It would be scary. I really should do it. I should move out. At least I'll have my computer, you know. Move out, get a room, start seeing a shrink. It's too easy to get into a rut here with my mom, and you know, I don't know how long she'll be able to live alone anyway. She might eventually wind up in a home, and I will have to get a place where I can, you know, take care of the 2 dogs. But in the meantime, there should be a trial thing where I get a room. I know I'd be scared in a room. Maybe I could get a room in somebody's house, you know. That way it wouldn't be in one of those rooming houses where so many, you know, unsavory characters go to live. I don't know. Probably what I should do. Definitely should start getting counseling. Even if only for self-preservation reasons, I need to start getting counseling, you know, before you know it. 3 years would be up and I didn't, and I lose my Social Security. Ask a shrink, how do I deal with any of this? How am I supposed to even do online dating or whatnot when I'm in this situation? But I'm not looking for a savior. I'm not looking for a sugar daddy. I don't know. There's probably some guy out there. It's just I don't want an asshole who could just look at the person or not, not care if I'm not working. I don't know. But then again, devil's advocate, would I feel the same? Would I want to be with a guy who didn't drive and was on Social Security disability for psychological problems and blah, 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 whatever? My shelter friend's like, you don't have to tell him. I know. I'm certainly not going to tell this guy who's going to give me the public massage, hopefully. You don't have to tell anybody for a long time. I tell people I write. I can be just making money online, writing, online, work at home. I could be an heiress. I could have won money in a contest or in a class action thing, anything, As long as I know there are guys out there, particularly because I have proof that there are hot guys who write to me, who are attracted to me, so I can lie. It's little white lies, stuff I have a right to lie about, because I don't have to tell you anything. I don't have to tell you, men. If you find me via this channel, well, that's another story. Then you're going to know every fucking thing about me. And how will I ever trust you anyway? If someone finds me via YouTube, you'd know everything about me, just like Donald did when he found me on the stripping channel, Alicia's World. Where I didn't just strip, I bared my soul. Back then you couldn't talk on those channels. You know that? You could only chat. We've come so far with webcams. You can actually hear people now. And interactive, video chat and all that crap. It gives a whole new meaning, I guess, to phone sex, huh? You can actually look at the person and have phone sex with them. Couldn't see that back then. Whole new meaning to it all. I really hope this thing works out. I really want to do it. I really do. I want to do it before I go to my musician exes. Because he's somebody I love. You know what I mean? He's still in really good shape for his age. He's older than me. He's someone I love. I don't mean I'm in love with, but I love him as a human being. I've told you before we were not sexually compatible. I have, growing up with mental illness, being in my family, being surrounded by it, and my own mother and whatnot, and so on. And so, I have darkness in me that can only be quelled by, a certain kind of darkness in a guy that also carries over to the sexual. I know this. Just because I've never met that guy, Donald had the darkness. He didn't have any kind of sexuality in him, barely. But doesn't mean I don't know what I need. I know exactly what I need. I can imagine it. I have a vivid imagination. But I don't want it to come in the form of an asshole. You know what I mean? I don't know. I had a bad experience at Macy's yesterday. I don't like to complain. I don't like confrontation. I don't like any of that crap that sometimes you have to actually take part in to be a human being. I don't like situations where, I don't like secrets. I don't like finding out things that Like, are you kidding me? Why didn't so-and-so tell me that months ago? I've been dealing with these sales associates. Why didn't they? I don't like shit like that. And then I don't like hearing one thing from one person in authority and hearing another. I don't like that kind of crap either. That drives me nuts. I had my say. I walked out. I talked to management. I'm not spelling it out right now in this video, but I don't know. I'm just a mess. In the end, I'm just a mess. That's why my shelter friend said to me, she's like, Laura, she worries about me. She's like, Laura, I just worry about you. She's like, I wish you let everything affect you so deeply. I wish I could just put you in your own little island, little place where you didn't have to be bothered by any of these people, but then I would have visiting rights to see you. So she wishes, I wish I could just put you somewhere where you'd be all, not have to deal with all this crap. That's what she wishes for me, because she loves me. Oh. I think I had nightmares last night because of what happened at Macy's yesterday. It really, really upset me. And I had my period. And, more than ever, I hope it works out with this guy massaging me. I'm going to pay him. And I want to. You know what I mean? I want to pay him. I don't even want to be with a guy who will do it for free. Because I don't want it. I want to be in charge. I want me to have the power. If he's doing it for free, then he might be tired. Oh, after 15 minutes, I don't feel like doing it. Or why don't you do me for... You know what I mean? If I'm paying him, it just gives me the power, and it's in public, so I'm safe. Most guys would never be willing to do that in public. Like on a beach or something. No, most guys would not. Last time, the guy agreed to do it in the mall on a mall bench. I never heard from him again. I trusted him enough to go to his car where we went a little farther. But it's still, not even close to whatever. Speaking of that, my shelter friend, the woman I met in the shelter, we became really good friends, the African-American woman. We found out we have more in common than we would have imagined after, because I hide who I really am. Because who I really am is only partially who I really am, and I can't deal with it, I don't know. But in any case, we were discussing, one of my favorite things to discuss, which is sex. I didn't lose my virginity, like I told you guys, till I was 25. I'm not going to spell stuff out here. I know, unless I don't get into specifics, my video can't be flagged because I'm not going to get into specifics. But I didn't lose my virginity till I was 25. I lost it to I don't know where he was from. I think he was from Bangladesh or Pakistan or whatever, okay? Like I said, I'm not going to spell stuff out. I'm going to imply stuff. I can actually say this, and then you can infer what I'm talking about. I haven't had, figure from 2001 to 2000, all the time I was with Donald, I haven't had actual sex in 5 years, okay? All the time with Donald, he wasn't into sex. We had it very rarely. Very rarely, okay? How do I put this? Only very smart people are going to get what I'm saying. Or maybe you won't. I haven't had a lot of sex in my life. My musician ex wasn't really into sex. It was just, it's Sunday, time to have sex, okay? So once a week And a lot of my one-night stands, we did, you know, I did other stuff that didn't involve actual sex. And that's it. I'm not going to tell you what my shelter friend and I were talking about. But I haven't had a lot of sex in my life. Period. How can I say this? And I've had men say this too. And I also have not been with large, okay? I haven't been with, extremely, men. So, my body is, how can I put this? I don't know. You can infer what you want, what I'm trying to get, what I'm trying to say. I'm not going to spell it out. Tired. It's interesting, huh? I know a lot of people think I'm a what, or whatever. And I have been in the past. But considering my age, I have not had a lot of sex in my life. I could give you another hint. The awesome movie with Ashton Kutcher and Anne Heche, Spread. Okay, I loved that movie. I think I saw it like 3 times. It's hot as fucking hell, that movie. She goes and has an operation so she can be more of what I am naturally, from what I've been told. Yeah. Didn't spell anything out, but you can get what I'm saying. My shelter friend and I were discussing this. We discuss everything, by the way. We discuss things I'm not even going to tell you that we discuss. But yeah, I've not had a lot of sex in my life. And the sex I've had, as I've already told you, has not been very good at all. I had nightmares last night. I know I did. I woke up not feeling good and I went to bed early too. Went to bed early because I knew I could create videos. My mom wasn't going to be home today. Oh, fuck. You know what? I better go check and make sure. Omar, they were so good. They didn't go cuck her on the rug the entire month of July. But he didn't go this morning, so I'm sitting here creating videos and I forgot I gotta take him out. It's not raining anymore. He doesn't like to go to the bathroom outside in the rain. I hope he didn't go on the floor. I don't want him to ruin his perfect record. I'm so proud. A whole month. We highlighted every day. I told my mom, a whole month, Mom. I didn't even check June. It might have been longer than 31 days, but it was all of all of July. From the 1st to the 31st is highlighted. I highlight every day that there's no caca on the floor. And now there might be caca out there right now because I forgot. That kind of sucks. Alright. I'm going to go check. I got to take him out and to go for a walk or something. Go caca. Hopefully he hasn't gone on the floor and ruined his perfect record, but if he did, I'll just tell my mom I wasn't paying attention. I went back to bed or whatnot. I don't know. I really want this to work out with this guy. I just want to be touched. You understand? I'm not in a position where I'd be like, some people would think, he's going to wind up I want a boyfriend. I want to know. My expectations out of life are totally just, they used to be up high. I used to have all these expectations, all these delusions, all these hopes and dreams. No, I'm at the bottom of the barrel now, guys. I just want the bare basics. And if I can find a guy who I'm attracted to, who's attracted to me, or I trust, maybe we'll start doing an FWB thing. I don't know. But I test these guys to see who will be willing to do this massage thing, and he's gonna get $100 out of it, And he's super attracted to me, so he'll get to touch me, But he has to want that in and of itself and not expect anything from me in return, period, in order for this to work, And then the future we'll see.